Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yambawi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamdu bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaytana wa farrajta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil Islam wa lakal hamdu bil Iman wa lakal hamdu bil Quran. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين اللهم حاسبنا حسابا يسيرا اللهم إنا نسألك علما نافعا وعملا متقبلا ورزقا طيبا اللهم ثبتنا عند الموت بلا إله إلا الله آمين يا رب العالمين ربي يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير اللهم اجعل عملنا كله صالحا واجعله لوجهك خالصا ولا تجعل لأحد فيه شيئا آمين يا رب العالمين اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. So inshallah we are going to do analyze Surah Insan today. So these are hopefully 8 ayat. We are thinking that we would be able to do it. So the very first one, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Who is ready for the first one? Yeah, okay, go ahead, sister Reshma.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. It is a ayat number 1 استفهامية فعل استفهامية هل microlabeling هل اسم استفهامية أتى على الإنسان
This is
حين
harf. Sorry, sister Reshma, harf, not ism.
حرف استفهامية أتى is فعل ماضي فاعله هو outside the word حين और यहाँ पे फेल नाकिस है अलल इंसान MBF हिनुम आउटसाइड योर पर आता मिनत दहरी MBF2 लम यकूनु शय्यम मज़कूरा हाल बता रहा है इंसान का अगर जुमले फेलिया लम हर्फ जाज़िमत मुदारिया यकून फेल मुदारिया जाज़िमा बिलन और इसका इसम इसके अंदर ये जो कि हुआ है शय्युन इसे खबर मफूल बिही आप यकुन मज़कूरा मफूल बिही टू
मफूल बिही टू
सॉरी शय्यन इसका सिफा सिफा ऑफ शय्यन मज़कूरन सिफा ऑफ मज़कूर शय्यन.
Very good, mashallah, barakallah fiki. Anything else?
Yes.
Ata, what kind of, this is irregular verb, right?
Yeah, nakis.
Nakis. Iman mahmuz.
हाँ हमजा इट्स महमूज उसका था महमूज जब
mahmuz and nakis. Mahmuz and nakis, both we can. So there are two irregularities in there. So what bab it is making? What is the Ata?
Yati. Ata yati.
So what bab it is then?
Sorry. Daraba yadribu.
Yes, daraba yadribu. Ata yati. Okay, when ata will come on whom siga? In I'm talking about Madi, Ata. Then what is the Huma version?
Atu.
Huma version.
Huma. Tu. Ata. Ataya. Ataya.
Yeah. Ataya and then?
Atau.
Atau. So we need to remember when it is ending on alif maksura, then this fatha before it remains same. Even though we are on home version, it will not be atu, it will be ataw. Remember that we did that when we were doing these nakis one. But
Alhamdulillah for that.
ata, and then its mudariya is yati. Now what's gonna happen? Yati,
Yatiya, yatiyani,
yatiyani.
yatin, yatina.
No. Now it will take una, yatuna. Why? Because
So
yati has ya, it has kasra before ya, right? So now at home version it will be yatuna. So that is the difference we need to remember, because we're gonna see many verbs like that, right? So one more time, ata, ya. So when it is huma version, ya is opening up, right? Because we have to add alif to it, alif of musanna, right? And then this ya will open up. So ata ya, but when it comes to home version, it will be ataw, not atu, ataw. And then when we are going to mudariya, so ata becomes yati because this is bab daraba. So yati, yatiyani, and then yatuna, yatuna, right? So this is how it works. Okay, and what kind of question is hal? What are the question words in Arabic?
man, ata.
Yes, we say man, ma, right? Man haza, who is this? Ma haza, what is this? Right? For
Aina,
things we use ma.
kaifamu.
Yeah, kaifa, right? And hal, and even. Anti muslimatun, right? Are you a Muslim? So I'm gonna use a. So hal, all these kinds of words are used. But there is something special with hal, which I'm going to discuss after. But I'm just letting you guys know that these are the different version of asking question. And why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is starting over here with the question? What kind of question is that question that we need to answer him?
Allah Ta'ala actually.
Yeah.
Waking up.
Yeah, this is like, it's called tobih, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, जैसे उर्दू में झंझोड़ना कहते हैं, right? या tobih mean like scold करना. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is scolding us through this question. And even he is making us interesting. هل أتى على الإنسان حين من الدهر? Wasn't there a time on human beings when they were lam yakun shay maskura? Right? So this question is like, I'm gonna be curious, okay, how is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to answer that question? Right? So that is making me curious. So this is also question for tashweek. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making us interested. So like what is coming next? So that is also for tashweek over here. Okay, and I see over here heenum. Heen is what is the status of heen over here?
Rafa.
Rafa, and is it common or proper?
Common.
Common. So common is some followed by something. What happened?
It may become its sifa.
Yes. So minad dahri is the sifa of hinun. Right? And al-insan. What kind of al is that?
Marifa. Proper.
Yeah, it is proper. Al makes proper. right? But that is going to be called al-istaghraq. What does that mean? Like the one that is including every mankind, right? We say wal asri innal insana, right? Innal insana. So we have al over there as well, and that is referring to whole mankind, right? So this is called al-istaghraq. So this al is al-istaghraq over here, including whole mankind.
Istaghraq, Istaghraq.
Istaghraq.
With
Wow.
Ustada with the ghain?
Yeah, I'm gonna write it down.
Okay.
This istaghraq. Harf lamu istaghraq, it says. So lam, that is including the whole species or whole whatever it is talking about, right? The whole mankind over here. Okay, lam yakun shay mazkura is the hal of who?
Al-Insaan.
Al-Insaan. Why we are saying hal? Like how it comes to your mind that this is hal? What is the clue for you over here? But where Zuhal is who? Who is the Zuhal? You said Al-Insaan, right?
Al-Insaan.
Yeah. So Al-Insaan is the Zuhal. So why we are making Al-Insaan? What is on Al-Insaan that is telling us that it could be the Zuhal? The Marifa, the Al. Zuhal supposed to be Marifa. You know, common ism followed by sometimes even sentence or jar majroor, right? We call it sifa. Oops. We call it sifa, right? Common ism followed by jar majroor, even sometimes a whole sentence, right? A complete sentence could be the sifa of it. So that is sifa. But when we are thinking that something, some phrase or some sentence is being a hal, we need to check, okay, whose hal is it? And if the Zuhal is proper, then yes, because Zuhal should be Marifa. And what else we look when we are making this connection, Zuhal and Hal? They should match in.
Yes.
Was you asking everyone or you asking Reshma Ustada?
Reshma can answer if
Yeah.
she, yeah.
मैंने ये टॉपिक अभी नहीं किया, थोड़ा बहुत किया उसका बस.
Yeah.
Sister,
Yeah,
I can answer.
Yeah, who can answer?
Number and gender should be matched.
Yes,
Yeah, number
and gender. Right? But this is a sentence over here, basically. So we cannot tell that it is matching in number and gender, but if it is one word, right? So then definitely we need to check the number and gender. Right? So this is about the very basic thing about Hal and Zuhal. Zuhal should be Marifa, one thing.
Sorry,
Zuhal.
I have a question.
Zuhal should be Marifa, one thing. And
Hal is when Hal is it will be like a maybe Jumla Ismi Hal, right? Otherwise, okay.
Ustaza, I have a question.
Do we need to take it as a Jumla Ismi Hal here? Because if we talk about insan in single ism, then it should be Nasab, Nakira.
That's what I'm saying. If our hal is one mufrid word, right, then we are going to check for number and gender. over here, this is complete jumla,
Yeah, okay.
right? So then we are not going to bother to check.
Mhm.
So zuhal should be marifa, one thing. The second thing we need to check that they are matching together in number and gender. So these two things, at least we need to keep when hal come to our mind.
Jazakallah. May I please ask a question?
Yeah.
So, is there ever a possibility or a condition when Zuhal can not be Marfa, or will it always be 100% in every possible case?
Nothing, yeah,
Marfa?
nothing is 100%. We know exceptions are always there, but this is how it's supposed to be, basically.
All right, like Mubtada should always be Marfa, so Zuhal should always be Marfa also.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
that kind of a rule.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But
Jazakallah.
we see some incidents when Mubtada is not Marifa. Mubtada is common, right? It's not proper. Mubtada supposed to be proper, right? But there are some incidents when Mubtada is common, right? So these are exceptions. So same, I didn't like go through that deeply, but there are always exceptions. So
All right, I got it. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
so we cannot say that everything is 100%.
okay, but the standard rule for it is to be
Yeah,
Marfa, and then
exactly.
Shaz or Nadir, it can be,
Yeah,
the possibility exists. Okay. Jazakallah khair.
exactly. Yeah.
Ustada, can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna test all 8 of them today?
I will see how far we can go.
Okay, because
Why you are worried?
maybe then you only just limited to that person, whatever question you want, that's the way you can finish.
If that person doesn't answer, then probably it should be open. No?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, or you can skip for now, when later when you finish the surah, then whatever the rest of the question people can.
Yeah. Okay. Any question on ayah number 1? So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Okay. So now number 2. Did you do the translation, Sister Reshma?
उर्दू में कर सकते हैं उसका मैं।
Go ahead. Yeah.
क्या नहीं आया इंसान पर ऐसा क्या नहीं आया इंसान पर एक वक्त जमाने में से जब वो नहीं था कोई चीज काबिल तारीफ।
Yeah, not Kable Tarif. Mazkur mean like even being worth of mentioning, basically.
जिक्र का
Qable zikr. Qable zikr.
Yeah, Kable Zikr, we can say. Okay, any lesson or anything comes to your mind when you were analyzing this ayah?
हाँ उस्ताद कि हम लोग समझते हैं कि हम लोग बड़े चीज है, तो अल्लाह ताला यहाँ पर हमें बता रहे हैं कि जब हम लोग कुछ भी नहीं थे तो कैसा हम लोगों का प्रेम, अब जब हम दुनिया में आए हैं कुछ थोड़ा बहुत चल रहे फिर रहे हैं या फिर कुछ है एज ए पैसों के तुम्हारी या कुछ भी ताकत वगैरह कुछ भी है तो हम लोग अपने आप को बड़े समझते हैं, तो अल्लाह ताला यहाँ पर हमारी एक औकात दिखा रहे हैं कि हम लोग पहले क्या थे, कुछ भी नहीं थे।
Exactly.
Nothing.
Yeah. First of all, we were nothing. And secondly, अगर थे भी सही तो वो फिर next आया में अल्लाह ताला ने explain कर दिया, right? कि तुम बने किस चीज से हो, right? So अगर चलो तुम समझते हो कि we are now हम one time था we were nothing but now we are something, right? तो फिर अल्लाह ताला यहाँ पे he is putting in our place कि तुम आए कहाँ से हो, right? So subhanallah, this is very eye-opening ayah, right?
ये सवाल से हमारा सारा वो प्राइड सारा कुछ देरहम हो जाता है, डिस्ट्रॉय।
Yeah, exactly.
Ustada? So in Yakun mein, we have the ism kana inside, right? It's a
Inside,
huwa.
yeah.
And then shay'an mazkura is going to be sifa mawsuf coming as a khabar kana, right?
Yeah, exactly. Khabar kana.
Okay. Jazakumullah khair.
So kana yakunu, right? What bab it is making?
Nasara.
Bab nasara, right? And then because lam came, right? So it's supposed to make it madzum. So yakun. So when we are making it majzoom, we give it a sukun over here, and now we have sukun over here as well, right? So we need to drop this waw, and this is, it become yakun.
Yakun.
Lam yakun shay'an mazkura. And shay'an, right? We know that kana, its khabar is supposed to be mansoob.
Mansoob.
Yeah, so shay'an is the khabar of kana, and then mazkuran is the sifa of it. Okay, alhamdulillah, so far so good. We can move on. I
Okay.
put I want to explain, but I was thinking that I want to do that. We can go through all these surah first with your analysis, and if we have time, then I have did some research. So then we will go in deeply in all these ayat one more time.
Yeah, maybe, and also you can give every student time limits, so that's the way you can finish.
Yeah,
Different.
it's okay. We are not in a rush.
Yeah.
I don't mind what pace we're gonna take it, but at least we are learning. So that's matter to me. So inshallah.
I would recommend Ustad to do it along the ayah, because like once we move on, we'll forget about the lessons in the ayah. So I would recommend
No, but
to
you
go.
know, if I will go, you go, then only one ayah gonna.
I think
Yeah, that's
No,
what I. That's
not you.
Yeah, that's why I said,
of course,
Ustada.
that's gonna.
I remember Suratul Luqman.
it is already 25 minutes for one ayah.
Not almost half an hour, 8:30 to 8:56.
Wow, really? Okay, we need to move on to
It's
the
already
second
25
one.
minutes, so I mean,
Yeah, okay.
you could
Who
do
is the
5.
second one? Go ahead.
Amreen
This
is
is me. Sorry. This is
Okay,
me.
go.
Zulma.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Inna khalaqna al-insana min nutfatin imshajin nabtalihi faja'alna sami'an basira. So inna is harfi nasab and ismuha nahanu, and so isme inna harfi nasab and isme inna together. And then khalaqnahu al-insanu min nutfatin imshajin. The whole jumla fi'liya is khabre inna fi mahalli rafa at the macro level. And nabtalahu is another jumla fi'liya, fail, file, mafule bihi. It is fi mahalli nasab, hale min khalaqna. And then faja'alnahu samiyan basira is another jumla fi'liya, and there's a hal 1 and hal 2. Now I will go into the micro. Inna, isme inna, and isma harfi nasab and isme inna. Khalaqna, fi'l madi, fa'iluhu, nahano, al-insanu, maf'ul bihi, and min natfatin, jar, majroor, and natfatin imsajin. Natfatin is isme majroor, and imsajin is, they are saying two things. It could be a sifa or it could be a badl of nitfa.
Okay, so you can explain how it is making sense.
So I think it is more making sense to me as a badal, because nutfatin is like they are saying nutfa is one thing, but imshajun is a mixture. It's like two things together. So I will say it is just like a badal-e-baad, because it is a part of the nutfa. So it is badal-e-baad will be the better.
So you can look that way, that if you just remove this amshaj, right, it is still making sense.
Right.
So this is how basically the badal is, right? So in badal you can, but for sifa mawsuf I cannot skip sifa, right? So if I skip sifa, so mawsuf is not going to make sense by itself.
Oh yeah, it's right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So yes, it can be sifa mawsuf as well. We can look at this way, but for badal, I'm saying that, okay, how we can check that yes, it is badal, by removing that ism if it is one word, right? Or yeah, so you can see that, okay, if I remove amshaj, still it is making sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why we're gonna call it badal as well.
More
so both way is fine. We can say sifa mawsuf or we can say badal and mubdal min.
Okay, and nabtalihi, it is fi'l madari, fa'iluhu mustatir, nahnu, and maf'ul bihi, and this is naqis.
Why we are calling failuhu mustatir?
Nabtalihi, because all these are like a fi'lul khamsa, right? We cannot
Mustatir is only for huwa and hiya.
you know what, for the fi'l madari, all five they are saying it is mustatir, because this noon is just like a sign of madari. It is not like a we will say.
Okay.
So all five are called, mustatir, and rest of them which has like a wow or ya, they are like, we know that it is a file there. Okay. Okay, so nabtalehi, it is ba, lam, and waw. It is naqis wawi.
So bala is the base one. And then
and then bala is the base one. It is fi'l naqis. It is form 8, and it is abtala yabtalu ibtila'an.
Ibtala.
Ibtala yabtali ibtila'an fahuwa mubtalin.
Yeah.
And then, I don't want to go into too much
detail.
detail.
For bala, I'm gonna ask the same question like ata. Can you conjugate until whom?
Until whom? Until whom, Madi? Abtala.
No, for bala.
Oh, just it is form 8.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying like ata. I wanna see.
Okay. Bala, balau.
Bala, ya.
Balaya. Yeah, balaya.
Balaya, and then balau.
Okay.
And then bala becomes what?
Bala, what do you mean?
In mudariya.
In mudari, it will be bala. It will be yablu, depending on which bab it is.
Yabli. Bala yabli.
Bala yabli. Okay, if it is daraba yadribu.
Yeah, so yabli, then?
Bala yabli, and then there will be a masdar.
No, I'm talking about huma and whom.
Oh, huma. Bala yabli. Bala yabli. In the madari, madari yabli, yabliani, yabliani, and yabluna. Yabluna. Yeah, well, yeah, will drop. Yeah, yabluna.
Yeah, so same like ata. So
okay.
I want you to be pro in that, in that rule, that whenever we have the kind of this alif maksura, right? And before alif maksura, not alif maksura, basically this is ba, lam, waw, and then it becomes bala. So whenever we have this kind of ya, and before that, if there is fatha, then at whom it will be below.
Yeah.
Right. So we keep this fatha as it is.
Yeah.
But whenever we have bala becomes yabli.
So right? Is it bala? Wow is the root letter yablu?
Yeah. Wow.
Is the one.
It will change to ya in the.
So then yabli. Now we have before this ya we have a kasra.
Then we have to.
Yeah. Whenever we have kasra before the ya, now at whom version it will be yablu.
Yeah.
Now it will take dhamma.
Right.
So we need to remember that rule.
Right. Okay. So this jumla fi'liya is coming as fi mahall nasab halimin fa'iluhu khalaqna. So file basically it is insan. It is coming. Okay.
But is insan?
Insan will be. It will be. Insan is the file, right?
Yeah, no, but this is the hal of who?
Khalaqna.
So na is who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay, file of khalaqna will be, na is the nano.
Yeah, so this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that he has created human being so he can test him.
He can test him, right.
So this is the hal of na. not the insan.
Right. You're right. I was mixing up. فَجَعَلْنَا سَمِيعًا بَصِيرًا. فَجَعَلْنَا فا is حرف عطف, جعلنا فعل ماضي, فاعله نحن, and ha is the attached pronoun, and it is مفعول به أول. مفعول به basically. Samiyan Basiran, it's interesting because Samiyan is a hal, and Basiran is also hal. Hal awal and hal saniya. And this is coming out from the masdar samun become samiyan.
So this is fa'ilun pattern, right?
Yeah. Samiyan, yeah.
Fa'ilun pattern, yeah.
Yeah, and it is a masdar from like it is like a sifat-e mushabba, but it is coming out from the masdar. So it is hale 1 and hale 2, and this is matuf ala ma qablaha khalaqna. So it is going back to the khalaqna.
No, Sami'an Basira is the hal of insan.
Insan.
Because it has Faja'alnahu.
I think Faja'alnahu, yeah, right. The who is like basically insan, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Huwa, because it is hal man mafule bihi. Here it is hal basically for mafule bihi for Jalna.
Yes, who,
Yeah.
and this who is referring back to Al-Insaan.
Right. So the translation will be, indeed we created man from a sperm drop mixture that we may test them.
Him.
That we will test him, yeah. और in उर्दू it will be, बेशक हमने इंसान को मिले जुले नुत्फे से इम्तिहान के लिए पैदा किया और इसको सुनता देखता बनाया.
Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Yeah. Okay, what lesson do we
The lesson is basically, it is like the insan was nothing, and then it was created with just a small drop of mixture, and then the real purpose of this, that God wants us to test, and that's why we have the hearing, and we can see and hear, so he can test us by, he has given us intellect.
Subhanallah.
So, yeah.
And just I'm dropping over here. This fa is called fa'u tartib.
Fa'u tartib.
Tartib, right? What is tartib mean? We know in Urdu.
Order. Sequence, order.
Order, sequence.
Sequence,
right? So this fa is for sequence, and it's also called at-taqib. What does taqib mean? From yes.
Chasing.
But over here, I think it is taking the meaning of immediacy.
Oh.
What is the second one? Ustad said Pau, Tartib, and then
Taqib. It's on the slide I have, right?
Can I add a tadabbur that just came to me?
Sorry?
Can I share a thought that just came to me on the point of tadabbur? So there are a lot of human beings throughout history and in the current era also that say, how is that possible, or how would that be possible, especially after life and the whole creation story, where they're just deniers. They are unable to comprehend how is that even possible. So this is definitely one of those things which can make someone think that a human being can be made from such a non-mentionable thing, a fully functional person with so much DNA and personality and character, and yet again the chemicals and the elements go right back to the earth, and somebody else then later consume them. The whole thing is quite triggering in the right ways if somebody just put a little bit of more thought on what exactly is happening here.
Subhanallah. That's very true. Very true. This amshaj is very interesting, subhanallah.
Yeah. Mishajin.
I cannot wait to talk about subhanallah.
Each and everything is so.
Yeah, you know, almost 2 million in one drop of sperm.
Oh my God.
2 million possibilities, 2 million possibilities of fertilization, right? And only one can make it.
Right. Otherwise, there'll
And
be
the
too many.
Amshaj has almost everything, right? All the habits, like our DNA, basically, right? And even whatever this fetus need, everything is over there,
Oh yeah.
right? Subhanallah.
This
So
is triggering so many thoughts. Even all the chemical compounds that are in it. For example, let's talk about some particular amino acid which have some sulfur in it. That sulfur is coming to us, right? To this particular human being that is about to be formed from multiple billion light years away from some stardust where some chemical happened and those chemical came to earth. It stayed there for millions of years, formulated onto that particular chain of chemicals which are now supporting this whole process. So Amshaj is so deep rooted. You can look at it from so many perspectives: biology, chemistry, physics, cosmology. Subhanallah.
Subhanallah.
Allahu Akbar.
Insan himself is a miracle. You don't have to go
Yeah.
so far to recognize that God is only one.
Yeah,
How
that-
this happens.
Yeah. So then Fa of sequence or immediacy is telling us that, then once this sperm is in, right, it made the egg. So then right away the development starts, right? So فَجَعَلْنَاهُ, so this one is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is this fa is, that's why we're gonna call it fa tartib and taqib.
Samiyan Basira.
Yeah, so the process basically starts right there, right? So subhanallah, this is amazing. Okay, next one.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا هديناه السبيل إما شاكرا وإما كفورا إنا حرف نصب واسمها مبتدأ هديناه السبيل إما شاكرا وإما كفورا. This thing is a خبر كلمة جملة فعلية. هدينا is a فاعل فاعل is نحن, who is مفعول به أول, السبيل مفعول به تو, ثاني مفعول به ثاني. And then إما we can take it as a شرطية or like حرف تفصيلية.
Yeah, not shart will not make sense over here. So harfu tafsil is fine.
تفصيل, yeah, حرف تفصيل. And then إما شاكرا وإما كفورا. This thing both is talking about the who, the insan. So this is the hal of who. إما شاكرا وإما كفورا. And then وإما كفورا is the معطوف على to إما شاكرا.
Very good, mashallah. Translation.
Indeed, we guided him the path, whether they be grateful and either they be grateful and either or they be ungrateful. And verb is here, we found the hada, which is a root letter is ha, dal, and iya. It is in this sentence it came in the family one, naqis, doraba, and Sarsagir is hada, yahdi, al-huda, fahuwa hadin. And hudiya, yuhda, al-huda, fahuwa the mahdiyun. And al-amru minhu, al-amru minhu will be, how can I say it? Al-amru minhu. It will be ihdi. It will be pattern of the ihdi.
Yeah.
Ihdi wa nahi anhu la tahti. And the zorfu, it can go like different patterns. We'll take the mahdan, that one.
Yeah. And again, same over here, like ata, right? And what we bala.
Okay, so
Same over
hada,
here, right?
hadaya, hadaw.
Yeah.
Hadaw, and then when it come here, I have to drop the ya, so it will be hadat, and then hadata, and then from the nahnu, from the hunna, it will be ya come back, so hadayna.
Hadayna and yahdi.
And then when you come the mudari, then mudari, it will bring back the ya. So yahdi, yahdiyani, and then because the huwa bhashan has ya sukun, irregularly ya sukun, so it will be yahduna.
Very good. Yeah. So we need to keep that difference in our mind. MashaAllah. Barakallah fiki. Okay. Anything else you want to say about this ayah?
This actually, the thing is, so that I'm not very good in like tafsir or those part, but I read the Ustad Numan Ali Khan and Ibn Kasir. The thing is attracted me here is connection between ayah number 2 and ayah number 4. Or ayah number 1, 2, and 4. First, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describe our creation, like who were we been, and then how he bring us to the world, what he did, and then step by step process, then give us the hidayah. This hidayah, and after the hidayah, either we do be grateful or ungrateful, depend on the next ayah is describing what he will do for us. A'tadna lil kafirina. The word imma kafuro, and then the second one is a'tadna lil kafirina. So what he did, who will be the ungrateful. This one thing is attracted me, and then another thing is on completely mine. I like the word shakiron wa imma kafurun. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided all the people. Either be a grateful or ungrateful, believer or non-believer, everybody has guided at one time. And then we are the one who choose to do the right thing or wrong thing, or be grateful or ungrateful. So these two, I couldn't go that too far.
No, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, barakallah fiki, good enough. And this sentence is also called Jumla Taliliya. Talil is like reasoning, right? So this is basically, that is the punchline, and it is starting with inna.
Yeah, indeed.
Right? Yeah. So like
actually, Ustad, here one is indeed, and then hadaina, those are giving like double emphasis almost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, someone was.
So I have a question.
I was gonna say something. This is Qamar. When you were talking about he gave us hidayah, I think when he made us, when it says inna khalaqna, after he created us from nutfa and amshaj, he actually gave us like something that we can see within, and also hear, which hearing, and then the absar. Then you see with your eyes and you hear with your ears. Right now, Sister Rahat, may Allah bless her, are teaching us, and we're looking at it with our eyes, what we're learning, and we're listening to her with our ears. He gave us that, and then he gave us hidayah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and then what we do with that, it would be, so it's amazing how we hear her first and then we see it. So Sami'ana comes first before Basir, because if my eyes are closed and Sister Rahat started talking, I can hear her with my eyes closed.
Yes.
Subhanallah.
And then the eyes came after that.
Yeah.
So
Sami,
whatever we hear
yeah.
and see goes straight to our heart and either guide us or take us away.
Yeah, and
That's what
also
we are.
like one more thing I was also I forgot to say, like I also amazed with the sequence of the verbs here. First one is khalaqna, like creating from nothing, something, and then naptali is the hal, and the reasoning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving, and then ja'alna is made. So after creation he made, and the samian and basiran, although we have like 5 sensory organ, right? Seeing, hearing, breath, like those, all those things. But out of all these 5, I feel like the one is giving us to see, getting the concept, this understanding the right and wrong. Hearing and seeing is the most powerful one.
Yeah. Yeah. And as the sister says, basir, like basarat, is limited. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sami, like being same, is more, it's like, because, as she said that we can see, right? But even if someone behind me, I cannot see that person, but still I can hear that person. Right? So in that sense, Sami is, being Sami is more
Powerful.
is unlimited, well, or not unlimited, but it is more than Basir.
The Samian is like hearing. You can hear sound. You can hear from anywhere around you. But Samian, Basiran only in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then also the science is sound before than faster than your light. Basiran related to light.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
related to sound.
And Quran is also experience of being Sami, like we hear Quran. Yeah, and Hadaya gonna come from Quran, inshallah, right? So that is also a sequence over here, subhanallah.
And this Hadaya also can come in family 8 to Ihtada.
Yeah, and this Hadaya is in everyone's nature, right? Hidayah Fitri, right? So that is basically, even though someone, a child born in some non-Muslim household, right? But still, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put Hadaya in his heart, right? So that is, every human being is born on Fitra, basically. This is the hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Subhanallah. Teacher, can I quote Naseem?
Yeah, go ahead, sister.
Inna a'udhu billahi min shaitani rajim. Bismillah rahman rahim. Inna a'tadna lil kafirina salasila wa aglalan wasira. Inna harf nasab, ismuna, ismuha, mubtada, a'tadna, fi'li mazi, fa'ilu nahano, ضمیر متکلم جمع مزید فیہی مادہ and تے دال family افعال اسلم فعل صحیح للکافرین جر پلس اسم مجرور MPF سلاسلہ اسم منصوب مفعول بہ واغلالا اسم منصوب معطوف علی سلاسلہ وسعیرا معطوف علی سلاسلہ اسم منصوب پورا جملہ فعلیہ خبر انا بے شک ہم نے تیار کیا کافروں کے لیے زنجیریں توق اور دہکتی آگ. Indeed we have prepared for the disbelievers chain and توق and دہکتی آگ. یہ سیدھا ترجمہ. کہنا ہے تفسیر اس آیت کے اندر اللہ تعالیٰ, ٹیچر کہنا ہے اردو, اللہ تعالیٰ نے اس آیت میں بتایا ہے کہ اللہ تعالیٰ نے انسان کے اندر نفس رکھے ہیں, نفس امارہ, نفس لوامہ, نفس مطمئنہ. لیکن انسان کی شیطانیت یہ ہوتی ہے کہ اپنے نفس سے امارہ پر عمل کرتا ہے, اللہ کی دی ہوئی آزادی کا غلط استعمال کرتا ہے, غیر اللہ کی حکمت کا توق اپنے گلوں میں ڈال کر اللہ کی نعمتوں کا شکر ادا نہیں کرتا اور نہ اس کی سچی فرمانبرداری کا خیال لاتا ہے. لہذا ایسے لوگ جو اللہ کی دیے ہوئے نفس جو ہیں اس میں سے نفس مطمئنہ اور لفظ لوامہ پر عمل نہیں کرتے, بلکہ لفظ امارہ जो सूरह यूसुफ के अंदर अल्लाह ताला ने आयत 53 में कहा है, जो इंसान को गुनाहों पर उभारता है उसको अपने अंदर हमेश कर लेते हैं, उसी पर अमल करते हैं और अल्लाह की नेमतों का शुक्र अदा करने के बजाय नाशुक्री करते हैं। ऐसे लोगों के लिए अल्लाह ताला ने जंजीरें, तौक और दहकती आग तैयार कर रखी है और इनका अंजाम बहुत बुरा होगा। उन्हें वह दुनिया की आर्जी नियामतों पर तो खुश हो जाते हैं, लेकिन उन्हें ये पता नहीं कि अबदी और आखिरी नियामतें जो हैं वो बेशक और बेहद कीमती और बेइंतहा जो है मुफीद है। उसका ख्याल उनके दिल में नहीं आता, दुनिया में गलत काम करते रहते हैं, आखिरत का नहीं सोचते।
Indeed, mashallah, barakallah fiki, beautiful, mashallah. So that is also reminding me, that Surah Insan and Surah Sajda, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to recite them in Fajr Salah of Jummah. So on Friday, Fajr Salah, the first rakah is Surah Sajda and second rakah is Surah Insan. And if you guys keep them together and read over there, you're gonna get, because they are, subhanallah, so much related with each other. Like if something is said over there, right, you're gonna get the answer in this ayah, in this surah, basically.
Yes.
So that remind me that in Surah Sajda, when it says that they are going to try to get out of hellfire and they will be pushed back, right? उईदु मिन्हा. So उनको वापस उसके अंदर जो है वो धकेल दिया जाएगा. तो कैसे धकेला जाएगा? Now it is telling me inna atadna lil kafirina salasila wa aghlalan wa sayra, because they are chained, right? So they will be pushed back, these chains will be pulled back and they will be back in the hellfire. Subhanallah, right? So may Allah save us from hellfire and make us shakir. Okay, number 5.
It's me, Amreen. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So I'll do the macro first. Inna al-abrara is coming as mubtada, and then yashrabuna min ka'sin kana mizajuha kafura. The whole thing is khabar coming as a jumla failure. So micro analysis, inna is harfu nasab and al-abrara is ismuha, together coming as mubtada. Then the khabar jumla failure is yashrabuna fail mudari marfu bi sabuti noon fa'iluhu hum. Min ka'sin is jar majroor fragment coming as MBF. And then if we look at the ka'sin in ism nakira ism, so it should be followed by sifa. So if we see the next sentence is jumla ismiya, that's coming as a sifa of ka'sin. Then for kana, so kana is basically fe'lu madin, it's naqis. And ismu kana is mizajuha because it's rafa, so ismu kana rafa mizajuha. And then kafuran is khabar kana nasab. And the whole, because it's a mawsuf sifa fragment, min ka'asin is together, jar majroor and kasin is mawsuf, and then kana mizajuha kafura is the sifa. So together is coming as an MBF. And then the whole thing is khabar jumla fi'liya. We can also call it khabar kana. Yeah, khabar kana.
Khabar kana mansoob, right?
Khabar kana mansoob, yes.
Very good. Mashallah, mashallah. Barakallah fiki. Very proud of
And shariba is the Samia group. Shariba, yashrabu, and I think it's sharbun is the masdar, and sharibun is fa'il, mashrubun is maf'ul. Shuriba is madi majhul, yushrabu is mudare majhul, and again sharbun is the masdar, sharibun mashrubun. Ishrib, amru minhu is ishrab, nahi anhu la shrab. Rib.
Yashrab, ishrab.
Ishrab, and nahi anhu is la tashrab. And the meaning of it, so inna is beshak al abrara nekokar log, yashrabuna wo piyenge, min ka sin जाम से काना मिजाजुहा मिजाज उसका होगा काफूरन काफूर से, like the righteous people will have a drink mixed with kafur. So little bit of just the tafsir that abrar are the people who are basically, they're the people who do justice for obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like they always rush for good deeds. So they do the right things and just to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then they just get away from the bad deeds. So they are the people who are gonna earn the gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that they're gonna be drinking from this spring, that there's a mixture of the kafur, and kafur is basically, they're describing the cool drink, delicious taste, and it has nice fragrance. That is the jaza of those righteous people who do the good deeds, and they are the basically chosen people who are ibadullah. That's coming in the next ayah.
Subhanallah, Subhanallah, beautiful. And you know that kana means past, right? Was. So
Yes.
this mixture of kafur is basically brewing right now, right? Because it's long time. The older is the wine, is the better. I don't know, but people say it. Right? So it's subhanallah, it's saying that it's not like just brewed there. It's old one, subhanallah. So older is better, subhanallah, over here. So may Allah make us among abrar, right? Make us among who are going to drink. And this kafur, we know that sometimes, like some people not gonna like kafur. Not everyone like kafur, right? But we should know that, okay, whatever in this world, it has nothing to do the things in Jannah.
Compare.
Yeah. So no comparison at all. Even though banana over here and banana over there.
It's a lot more tasty.
Yeah.
So they came from the word kifr, which is from the, I think, India, or some kind of spice.
Yeah, kafur, yeah.
Kafur, yeah.
Even we put on the dead body as well, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that is
Yeah.
Nice
Smell. There's a particular smell of kafur.
Yeah. Okay,
Ma'am.
so I think we can do one more.
Yeah.
Yes, it's my turn, ma'am. Let
Go
me
ahead.
start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم عينا يشرب بها عباد الله يفجرونها تفجيرا. عينا is an ism and it's nakira and it's a mubtada.
No, but it is mansoob, right? So it cannot be mubtada.
عينا يشرب يشرب is the fi'l mudari, فاعله هو, and the family is sami'a yasma'u, and then biha is jar majroor, so it's our MBF, and ibadullahi is idafa, mudaf ilayh, and this is jumla fi'liya.
But what is the role of ibadu over here? It is ibadu.
It is file.
Yes, because yashrabu is huwa version.
Yes, it is our version and it is our file, and this is our jumla fi'liya.
So the problem is aynan. Why it is starting with aynan? So we need to go back.
Because it is going in the continuation, ma'am.
So kafuran, aynan. Right?
Yeah.
So basically it could be the
It is going in the continuation.
It could be the badal of
badal of kafuran.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is going in the continuation of the previous ayah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Then
I'm
you
very confused. Okay. So
It's okay.
Ma'am, we
We're
cannot.
going back and forth.
Yes. Sorry. So Ainan, the
Ainan is, we said that this is the sifa of
Badal.
badal of kafura.
Kafura, and it's
Yeah.
so it is Masuf.
And then Ainan yashrabu. So then we have
Yashrabu.
something which is common,
Yeah.
right? Common followed
Yes.
by
Jumla.
Common
jumla
followed
or
by
even a phrase or even a one single word, right? So that could be the sifa of it.
sifa of it, and the translation would
So
be
it is
that they
describing
will
that, okay, these from these ayn yashrabu biha ibadullahi. So the whole jumla failure is being
yeah.
the sifa of aynan. And then yufajjirunaha tafjira. What is that?
Ayya yufajjirunaha tafjira. I forgot totally about it, ma'am.
But
Yufajjiruna
what kind of sentence it is?
Ainan yashrabu. It is jumla failure.
Forget about the previous one. So now we are just focusing over here. Yufajjirunaha tafjira.
Yufajjirunaha
Yeah. So yeah.
tafjira. Yufajjiruna.
What are the root letters you think?
Fajjara.
Fajjara yufajjiru.
Yes.
What bab it is?
Fajjara yufajjiru. It is
Kallama yukallimu.
allama.
Allama yuallimu.
Allama yuallimu.
Yes. Right?
Yes.
So fajjara
Allama
yufajji.
yuallimu.
Now this is yufajjiruna. So who is the file here?
File is
Runa.
yufajjirunaha.
Yeah, forget about ha.
Yufajjirunaha.
So yufajjiruna. Who is the file here? What siga is it?
Yufajjiruna. Una.
Yes. Ya beginning, una ending. So what siga is it?
Just a second, ma'am.
Fajjara yufajjiru. So yufajjiru,
Fajjara
yufajjirani,
Fajjiruna.
runa. So this is hum
Fajjiruna.
version, right?
Home version. Yeah, home
And
version.
which is referring to ibadullahi, right?
Yes, ibadullah.
Ibad is plural,
Yes.
right? So you're
Plural.
that's referring to
Home is plural.
yeah.
Yes.
Yufajjirunaha. So they will make it gush out. And this
Yes.
ha is referring to what? What is this
It is
ha
referring
referring to?
yes. It is referring to the Ainan.
So they
Yufajjirunaha
would
tafjira.
be able to make this ayn, make
Ayn.
these fountains gush out.
Gush
How you
out.
can make something gush out? That means you have some remote control with you, right? You are making that gonna be your choice where you wanna put this fountain, right? And how much speed you want, like the water, the speed of gushing out the water, right?
Remote control.
Yeah, it is literally remote control, because that is making it mutaddi, right?
Yeah.
Then we are bringing that allama family. Allama family is mutaddi. So you are causing to do it. So these ibadullah are causing these ayn tafjira. Now, but yeah, tafjira same from like, so what is tafjira here?
This is maf'ul mutlaq, ma'am.
Yeah, maf'ul mutlaq, right?
Yes.
So that is basically like showing the intensity of gushing out.
Yes.
Right? And that is all gonna be in your control.
Yes.
We know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like paint the scenery for us, that the rivers of honey, the rivers of milk, the rivers of wine, all flowing underneath us, right?
Yes.
right? So
Whatever
basically, yeah. So now we know that, okay, we will have remote control to control these fountains the way we want.
at what speed or at what kind of drink
Direction, speed, right?
each and everything would be in the hands of the ibadullah,
Yes.
अल्लाह के बंदे जो जैसे चाहेंगे अल्लाह ताला उनको वैसा ही वहाँ पर
Yeah,
ताक़त
exactly. Subhanallah. Wow.
इसमें
Allahu Akbar.
concerns
Even that ayah, if
among them.
they are, you know, these days, Subhanallah, in my area, I don't know, same, I think everywhere, the drinks are the luxury now.
Yes.
Everywhere, every human being, doesn't matter how old or how young, everyone are into drinks. In my area, there would be hundreds of shops like right beside me. The bubble tea and the flan tea and the flan drink, right? Subhanallah.
But not even one can be kind of that.
Yeah, exactly. So that would gonna be the luxury for us, inshallah. May Allah make us among those. So I think we can end over here.
So can I ask a question, if you don't mind, from this sentence?
Okay, yeah.
Just one shot. Like the kafuron and aynan is a badal, right? I was little bit wondering, should I take it badal or atabayan? Why not atabayan? Because I don't know how many sweet drink over there.
Ataf Bayan is basically, yeah.
If you have a choice, then we have to say atabayan, right?
Yeah, Ataf Bayan is when there is not clarity, right? For example,
Atabayan, like the way you teach us, like a badal and difference between badal kul and atabayan. The badal kul, we don't have any choice. Like if you said, like if you have only one brother, and and atabayan is if you have multiple brothers, then you have to repeat the name of him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I did not find in any Arab book saying that this is Ataf Bayan.
Everywhere it says,
It is not Ataf Bayan.
Because Ataf Bayan is basically a title.
Sorry, what are we calling Ataf Bayan? I think I missed something.
Aynan. She is saying that why Aynan could not be Ataf Bayan. Ataf Bayan is mostly a title.
It was just
Can I add something that I read somewhere?
No, everywhere I found badal, but as I learned from my class, that's why this curiosity came. Because my imagination was that Zanna has a lot of spring, right? And so has different name, Kausar, those like.
No, but here they are talking about the particular, this spring where is the mixture of Kafur. So this
exactly.
I was thinking like there is a lot of spring kind of like that.
Yeah, but
I would like to add to this point about a particular spring. So there's this tafsir known as Tafsir Jalalain. And in this, the author Musannif says that this Aynan is mansoob, these two Aynan, because it can be mansoob al ikhtisas.
Yeah.
In terms of simple stuff, like Ataf Bayan is more of explanation if there's an ambiguity, like most sisters are the one. But the badal here, there are the three kind of badal. Badle kul, badle baad, and badle ishtimal. So here it is badle ishtimal. Because
Ishtimal or baad?
No, it is not baad, because what's happening is Anan is a spring. Anan is a spring. And Kafur is something totally different, but it is related to Anan because it is mixed in the spring. But it is not the same species kind of thing. So it is linked, it is mutaliqul Anan, but it is not a part of the Anan. So I think this is Badl Ishtimal.
She is right, because his previous book is Mizazuha.
Yeah, that is different.
Yeah, mixture of it.
That is different. That is the bath.
Kafur is like something sweet, fragrant, or something which is mixed in this.
Right, exactly. So that is totally different thing, but it is related to Anan. So, but the Ishtimal will fit best.
Yeah.
I was
you,
just searching
Salma.
little
I
bit.
didn't think that way.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
making
way
sense. Yeah.
more
So
skilled.
Barakallah Fiki ladies, I have another class as well.
Yeah, that is true.
I did not prepare anything for that, so I need to look at it as well. So inshallah, next class we are going to start from ayah number 6.
I think 7 and 8 is already assigned, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll go on from there.
Yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So with that, we can end our session. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quranil Hakim wa nafani wa iyyakum bi ayati wa zikril hakim. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa nastaghfiruka wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.